I'd like to talk about three non-exhaustive categories of challenges we've seen. The first one is a financial/resource challenge. I mean, this is the obvious one. Cash is king. We see societal challenges, the mindset of people, groups, the perception of government initiatives. There seems to be the apathy exists in different communities. It's a real thing here. And then there's infrastructural challenges, transportation, accessibility to these places, electricity, even hardware and software challenges. I mean, these are broad categories are by no means exhaustive, but they are all interlinked. Quite simply, remote locations are costly to go to and operate in. There's a major challenge. This is a major challenge for us licensees. I think we generally know that most people in the urban areas have identities. The key people that need these services are in the rural areas. In Cross River State, for example, where we operate, these guys have real forests, not grassland and shrubs, real forests terrain, mountain regions. Some places takes 9 hours, 10 hours to reach within the state from cities. This is, I mean, it's a real logistic challenge we've seen. In Biosec, they have creeks. The terrain requires a combination of aquatic and terrestrial transportation, huge cost implications, and of course, in Kanu, I mean, there are the deserts and these are logistic things and peculiar things to these regions. And all these things add to the costs. Not to talk about powering equipment, network in these areas and all these things. They're real challenges, but again, there are ways that we go around these things. There's also the challenge of inadequate sensitization. I think Hajia mentioned that, and this is a big deal. Communicating the importance of having an identity, the benefits, a lot of times is a challenge to people in marginalized communities. These people don't necessarily see themselves as part of what we call organized societies. The organized society, they live in their own world, so to speak, their own societies. They don't understand what is going on. They don't understand the need for these things, why it's important. They're used to their old ways. And I think NIMSI has tried over the years in this regard to change the ideology of these people. I know that NIMSI has NIMSI releases documents in various languages, multiple languages. They actively engage sensitization consultants to reach out to these communities to work on hearts and minds. I even remember there was NIMSI sponsored some soap opera television series, so subliminally lead to teach people the need, the necessity of having an identity and what it can be used for. I mean, subtle things like this, I know initiatives NIMSI has tried. These things take time. People worry that the government is trying to monitor them, especially, I mean, we work in Abia State in the Southeast. There's a huge, people there, generally anything government, people, it's risky to go there as a government person. They just feel that you're coming to suppress them a little bit more. I'm from the Southeast, and I know how they treat me when I come in government things. So these things are challenges, are real challenges. In fact, we have to step down our operations there many times just to save ourselves. Of course, there's also this religious angle. Believe it or not, a lot of people believe that somehow this is linked to the end times, mark of the beast, all this kind of shenanigans. People generally believe these things, So we've also seen some challenges. Initially, saw some challenges with hardware and software. A lot of this software and hardware were not developed with this particular demographic in mind. They were tested on Caucasians or Asian subjects. And we have seen, for example, that black faces have a challenge with being captured. Haja mentioned about these rural people and fingerprints. This is standard challenge we see. All governments, everybody that does enumeration sees this thing on the field. But we have devices that are not fit for purpose, maybe not ruggedized enough, maybe they don't consider power challenges in this place. But fortunately, firms like IDEMIA, Integrated Biometrics, Neurotechnology, have invested considerable effort, into localizing these solutions to foster this and to assist us in this challenge. And it's actually helping. We believe in the ecosystem approach. Kim mentioned about local champions. In fact, we don't go to areas without engaging community leaders first. It's just a waste of time going there without these guys. We go there, we encourage them in a way they understand. So for me, cash. I mean, it costs money to go there. This is just the reality of the matter. So that's it.